next topic, we have the AFC East, which will be giving our breakdown of breakout players for the 2021-2022 season. Um, First things first, we will start off with the worst team, and we will end off since we have one Miami Dolphin fan, and the other one he's kind of like borderline right now. He's not too sure if he wants to still claim that, but we'll start off with the New York Jets, our breakout candidate for that team.
Hey,
So,
hey,
um,
what you talk about Spence? We good over here.
so you're a Miami Dolphin fan too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Was
I
there any
mean,
question?
I
I
mean,
don't know,
you know,
but
last
rumor had it though that Xavier Howard practiced today because something got done. So we might hear something about that announcement coming real soon. But that's just an insider.
Right.
Okay, so I guess that explains everything now. So we got two Miami Dolphin fans on the podcast now.
Hey, Bats was packed.
All right. Ready to have a one-way ticket to Pittsburgh. Only
Yeah, that's it.
Pittsburgh only fan.
I was about to
No
give
pun
you this
intended.
flag behind me. You can have it. I got some other items you can have.
I got you.
With the AFC East, we have the Buffalo Bill. I mean, actually, no, the New York Jets that we'll start off with. My candidate for breakout player will be Corey Davis. Um, recent addition.
Horrible takes.
I know it's
See,
Trey's
I told you.
favorite
Look, I told you.
receiver. I know it's Trey's favorite receiver, so we're gonna talk about that. So, he obviously he played with Tennessee Titans, run heavy scheme. He was drafted in the top 10, which, he disappointed. And in my opinion, I believe he was going to be one of the best receivers in that draft class. But with a rookie quarterback, and I believe they're going to try to be balance oriented, but, the Jets are the Jets. I don't think they're going to be that great of a team, but they'll be decent. And I believe they'll be passing the ball a lot more than they probably want to. So I think he'll have a opportunity to be able to better display, obviously with the other weapons that they have, Elijah Moore, which I wouldn't be surprised if that's Trey's candidate. But regardless, I believe he has a better opportunity with the New York Jets more so than he did with King Henry and the Titans. So, Trey, who's your breakout candidate?
Elijah Moore is actually that would be a good answer, but that is not my candidate. My candidate is another draft pick that they had, and that is going to be Michael Carter. Not the second one, but the first one. The running back. Not
okay. That one. Okay.
Like you said,
that's still funny to me.
Yeah, pretty overall is going to be the Jets are some years out. Let's just put it that way. Even if Zach Wilson is what you want him to be or expect him to be, the O-line is still going to need some more work than what you've done so far. Elijah Moore, I think he can come in and add something. Once again, Corey Davis is going to be a 2 to somebody that came in after him. AJ Brown came in and clearly number one receiver. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. The thing is having a bad offensive line for the most part, because they were like bottom 5 for sure last year. So even though I know they draft the O-linemen, that doesn't really just boost your stock up. I don't see them being anything higher than bottom 10 still. So you're gonna have a bad O-line, rookie quarterback. You're gonna lean heavy. You're probably gonna have to lean heavy on your run.
Yeah.
So I see Michael Carter. You're gonna get a lot of miles, young man. Be ready. I hope they can create holes for you. You were a candidate for me myself when on my draft board in the case that Najee would have went earlier and we couldn't get Travis and a couple things like that. You were somewhere in there, like in my top four. So I think he'll have a the most impact for the Jets.
Okay. Spence? Who's
Well,
your guy?
I'm just gonna let you know now. Me and Vick have the same thing. So I had Corey Davis. I believe like he's in a new
He's not
system.
wrong.
What is wrong
He's
with y'all?
he's in a new system. As a rookie quarterback, build that chemistry. He's gonna have a good
Listen to
year.
what
I'm
y'all
not
just
thinking he's
said.
going to be a great.
Listen to what y'all just said. New system with a rookie quarterback, and y'all think he is going to have career numbers or something like?
I'm not saying he's gonna have career numbers.
Well,
but
his career numbers aren't
he's gonna
good,
have
so
better.
that's what I'm saying.
Hey, if he's anything like your boy Justin Herbert, that might be something. Could be a game changer.
Hey, check this out. He won't
Or
be.
breezy.
He won't be.
Hey, even if he's somewhere close to it.
Don't disrespect her BC like that.
All right. So on to the next team. We have the New England Patriots, your favorite division rival.
Hey,
Trey, since
that era is dead, okay? The era died with Tom Brady, and I love Cam Newton.
Okay, all right. Well, that's neither here nor there. This is gonna be a good competition this year. We'll see who's gonna come out top. But Spence, since you finished off last, who is your breakout player for the New England Patriots?
Well, for me, I believe the breakout player is the man under center. I believe Cam is going to have a very better year since last year. Since there's more addition to the offense that he can now work with Jonnu and Hunter. I mean, Nelson Aguilar is still questionable, but I mean, after the last year with the Raiders, how he changed his catch drop percentage drastically, is now making a bigger outlook of how things are. So I believe that he can able to have more weapons to use other than just Edelman and Harry sometimes. So yeah, pig camp.
Okay. Trey, who do you got?
Don't forget.
That is a good answer, and I hope you're right. I want to see Cam come back strong and have a bounce back year. People weren't looking at the whole thing last year with all the people that opted out and other things like that. Then he definitely looked different after he caught COVID, but that's neither here nor there. Not gonna keep making excuses. He's a grown ass man. All right, so my breakout player for them is going to be one Matthew Judon. I think that's going to be a big, I say upgrade, especially from last year on the defensive side of the ball. That, of course, with some of the opt-ins coming back for the Patriots this year, I think they can make a push to be a top 15, top 12 defense this year. I think obviously with Gilmore still out there, what he's going to do. Yeah, I think that's going to have to be their identity. It's going to be the defensive side of the ball, which typically is with a lot of Patriot teams. So that's not saying much, but I think they kind of got away from that a little bit last year. And having that back is only going to help Cam in the offensive side of the ball. Now, I cleared up the rumors about James Washington, but if there was any team that should be on the phone with Pittsburgh right now, as far as trying to acquire a receiver this late in the process, or James Washington, it will be New England for me, because I think I like him over any receiver in that room if given the reps.
Yeah, they definitely know how to finesse teams too to get a low draft pick for a good quality player. So I wouldn't be surprised. So my breakout candidate for the New England Patriots for the 2021-22 season will be tight end Hunter Henry. Yeah, despite his injury history, I believe that they will utilize him and Jonu Smith in ways that's going to help out with Spencer's pick as Cam Newton is the breakout player. I believe this is going to help out with Hunter Henry being in the conversation again at some point throughout the season, where we'll hear that he is a top 10 tight end when healthy.
I don't think that went away.
Well, I mean, he's been injury riddled, so it's like a lot of people don't talk about him just because he's barely available. So
Man, that don't
that's
mean
why.
nothing. People was calling Grant was still a top 10 and he just came back and ain't do nothing. So
Well, yeah.
you gotta think how many people can really name you a top 10 tight end list? Like the average person. They're gonna say the big names, and that's it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people ain't even gonna say Mark Andrews like that without watching, because Mark Andrews is a top 5 tight end right now. And I hate y'all, but I'm just being honest. He is what he is.
Finally, some honesty. So yeah, Hunter Henry is my candidate for that top 10 for sure. I don't think it's that much of a no-brainer, but obviously it's just the availability has always been a big concern because he's been injured since day one, since he came in with the Los Angeles Chargers at that. Well, the San Diego Chargers.
San Diego Chargers, yeah.
So, yep. So next team we have the Buffalo Bills. Since Trey, this will be your turn in terms of leading the conversation. Who do you believe will be the breakout player for the Buffalo Bills?
Breakout. See, that's hard because I want to go with the obvious person, which is Josh Allen, because I mean he just signed that contract. He just broke out the pen. They just broke out the money.
Big
So
fan.
they're gonna go as far as he's gonna go, but thinking a little deeper into it, I'm actually going to go with. I can't think of his name. You guys are gonna have to help me. It's the second year receiver.
Oh man, my guy, Gabriel Davis.
Yes, he stood out to me last year. Like I know Beasley was there, and obviously Diggs did what Diggs did, but outside of Diggs, the receiver who stood out the most to me, and I know it helped with John Brown being banged up a lot of year, but Gabriel Davis, like he flashed on your screen pretty much every game you pretty much watched with them. You've seen it in the Pittsburgh game, you've seen it in the Baltimore game, seen it in the playoffs. This kid he's the real deal. So I expect him to make that jump and solidify himself as the number 2 receiver on the Buffalo Bills this year.
Well, I'm just gonna get mine out the way since you already mentioned him. Gabriel Davis was my selection as breakout candidate for this upcoming year. I believe he's going to benefit a lot from Stephon Diggs, especially him receiving double coverage towards his side of the field. So yeah, Gabriel Davis, second-year player, he's going to be my breakout candidate. He showed a lot of good traits, good route running, ability to come back to the ball, great hands. So we'll see how he's able to elevate his game and get it to the next level. So I look forward to seeing him play. Definitely one of the rookies, along with players like Jerry Jeudy, that a lot of fans are looking forward to seeing how they come out this season. Spence,
I'll throw CeeDee Lamb in that too.
CeeDee Lamb too with Dak with the healthy Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Well, for me, it's kind of it's the running back position. It's Matt Breida. I feel like with Singletary and Moss is more of a kind of a small end for it and just not able to be the power back to get those third downs. Even though Matt Breida didn't really work out with the Dolphins, but I guess the Bills still feel like, man, the 49er Matt Breida is still in there that we can still use, that we can able to pick up extra yards, which definitely would help for them because they, other than passing, running for third downs, they're at the bottom tier. So hopefully, and I think Matt Breida will help with that. I believe he'll have a great year with that.
Okay, so on to the last team.
The
We have
main
the
event.
Miami Dolphins. One fan is in this building right now. The other one just finally came back. He canceled his flight. So, Spence, actually, we'll go with Trey. Trey, who is your guy?
Xavier Howard, baby. Nah, well, obviously him being there makes a big difference. But I'm stumped on this one. So I can go two ways. You can go Jalen or Jalen. But I'm going with Jalen Waddle. Offense, wide receiver, explosive, look good in practice already. Obviously you're gonna have Fuller and Parker on one side. You're gonna put this young man in the slot to be able to feast. As long as Tua makes a jump from last year, he doesn't even have to be like it's spectacular, but just makes a jump. Because if you look at his touchdown to interception ratio last year, for what it was pretty good. He doesn't really make mistakes like that. And a lot of those interceptions were like tipped off the receiver's hands or something like that. So they weren't really on him. He's pretty good about that. So I think Jalen Waddle is going to be the biggest beneficiary from that.
All right. I'll go second. My prediction for a breakout player is going to be quarterback Tua Tagovailoa. Not much of a no-brainer to me. Obviously, started late in the season. He had his struggles, but I definitely believe that he's going to step his game up. It's going to benefit with the weapons that he has on his team. Obviously, first-round pick Jalen Waddle, as Trey was talking about. Mike Gesicki, and etc. And I just believe he's gonna benefit a lot more, knowing the coverages, seeing the coverages. He's just gonna go into it a lot better. Now I do believe that he's gonna need to get a little bit more balance in the game, meaning the running game, which I'll give an honorable mention to that running back last year, Ahmad, I think his name was.
Yes.
But yeah, Tua Tagovailoa is my breakout player for the Miami Dolphins. Spence, since we know you're the loyal Miami Dolphin fan in this pod.
Whoa. Let's not forget when we went 1-15 and beat y'all sorry ass. I was still waving the flag back then, so don't start that loyal shit. All right.
All right. Well, just like you, Vic, I believe the breakout player will be Tua. I mean, of course, with Jalen Waddle be there, Fuller's there. Now we got Gesicki, Deontay Parker's back. Waddle's gonna be a slot, and we got what's the other one there? I forgot tight end.
Mike Gesicki?
No, the tight end that we draft.
Oh, yeah, I forgot his name, but yeah.
Yep. Well, with him.
You talking about Hunter Long?
Yeah, okay. I was trying to make sure it's not, because we had Chris Long, and I was like, no, that can't be him. I was like, all right. Yeah, okay, yeah. So with that, I feel like he has a lot of weapons. I mean, he can able to move the ball. He's very accurate and very not really a big, huge risk taker. He knows like, okay, this can work, or nah, let's not try to overdo something he's gonna make smart decisions.
That's my thing though. This year, not to cut you off, I need him to take some more risks. Don't be scared to make a mistake.
Yeah.
True. I mean, now here's the thing. When I say risk, I mean if you see somebody beat, yeah, go ahead, take that risk, throw it. but don't do it like try to make it any crazy amount of coverage kind of risk. You know what I'm saying?
Calculated risk.
Yeah. No, if you see Ramsey, you like he can't catch that. No, he can. I need you to make him smarter one. Those kind of risks.
But yeah, put it only where your receiver can get it.
Yeah.
Nobody gets it at all.
Yeah. So those kind of, but I believe he will able to do that. I feel like he's growing into the system, especially with the whole Brand Flores and everything. So really, it's all up to him.
Yeah, they're watching their training, like some of that tape. His hips look good. Looks like I don't think he was all the way healthy last year, honestly, and I don't think he probably should have played last year. Should have been a red shirt year to say, but it is what it is.
Yeah, well, I mean, he was coming off that injury, so yeah.
The hip injury, yeah. Well, all right. So last but not least, we have the Team USA topic. So we'll be doing a little dive into that.